election stuff. I wanted to first. I have to just pause and ask you a question. Don't go into too much detail. But did you see the conservative thing they pushed today?
I saw that. I also saw very important news as far as your podcast. So those are both things I want to talk about.
Okay, well, the podcast one you could get to that in a second. So you saw the news of what the conservatives did. Vienno didn't. So conservatives pushed another platform policy that they're releasing today, and Vienno, before we went live, asked me if it was like their, what was it, for all of December? You get like
their tax-free December.
Oh yeah.
So, in a similar vein, Vienna, what do you think they did this time?
I don't know. Oh, Two Cars in chat just mentioned something about telecoms, so now I'm stuck on that.
That's not it.
And I'm
He's
wondering if it's
misleading
more.
you.
Yeah,
Don't listen.
Two Cars is
Okay.
Misleading.
We're ignoring telecoms.
1 second.
O'Toole wants to privatize roads. I don't know. That's all I got.
Every road? Every road.
Yeah.
That would be
Every
crazy.
road a different owner.
Actually, that's
Gotta
nice.
pay the toll.
All right. So I gotta share this in the Discord first, and then I'll wait until Robyn's back.
I just went around the corner to get this drink. Support your local breweries. Look at this. Broken Hearts Club. Passion. See, it's not a beer, Jody. It's passion fruit and guava seltzer.
No, that's fair. I'm still drinking the taste of a new generation, PepsiCo,
I mean, you and Kylie Jenner both.
with some coconut rum, which is also probably a corporate beverage of some kind. But it tastes and feels good. So I shared for you, Robyn. If you open the Discord.
Okay.
You should be able to see where the live chat is. It says that I'm live, and that should
Yes.
at least, I think that will send you the thing that I'm about to play, so you can watch it along with Vienna and I.
Oh, yes, I see.
Does he want to privatize the Air Force?
No, I don't know if you heard it. Vienna's first suggestion was that Aaron wanted to privatize every road.
Oh, I did.
Oh.
Sorry, to be clear, this is my loft office, and I have a mini fridge over here because I'm living my best life.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've never seen a better ad for Diet Pepsi than Jody's sincere endorsements.
Jody and Kylie Jenner is going to be so upset at you.
Yeah, well, I mean, she did stop that protest from happening with a single
He
Pepsi.
did.
So, you know,
She
solidarity.
Really
All right, so brace yourself, Vienna. You're going to get a treat. So here it comes, all right?
Canada's
I'm prepared.
recovery plan will recover the 1 million jobs we lost during the pandemic. That starts with introducing a new Dine and Discover program to encourage Canadians to support our local restaurants while putting
is
some money
fucking music.
back in your pocket. For 1 month, we will give Canadians a 50% rebate for any food and non-alcoholic drinks purchased for dine-in meals from Monday to Wednesday. This will pump almost $1 billion into our hard-hit hospitality sector. Together, we
fuck?
can secure a strong recovery for our communities.
This is a bit they're doing, right? Like, they're doing a bit.
Mondays to Wednesdays, if you dine out, you get a rebate on meals.
It's not a bit. It's a.
I hate to say this, but I kind of hope they win just to see if how this and like just the shit show that implementing this would be.
You know what it feels like to me? It feels like Buck-a-Beer. That's all this feels like. This is like what Doug Ford did. It's like little
this is
tiny.
so much more
like,
convoluted and means tested than Buck-a-Beer.
That's true. Well, I mean, although the practicalities of Buck-a-Beer were just nonsensical, but it feels like they're just like, we have nothing else to give you, so how about we pitch you these weird fucking like Boxing Day sales, but like year round or something. Like, it is so weird.
Was it a tax rebate? Sorry,
Was
that how they're?
I was
Yes,
reading it.
it's
It's
a tax
rebate.
rebate.
So you have to submit your receipts
Yep.
from going to a restaurant
Yep.
Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday.
They're not gonna. I guarantee you. I bet.
Oh my god.
So
This is
here's
such
how.
a good policy.
Here's how this policy is going to work. It's going to be like the work from home tax credit that the CRA gave us, where everyone who does it a certain number of days, like I bet you count like how many days you did it, and it'll be like accepting like what's it called? Like when you go out and your work expenses like $20 and that's your lunch limit. But yes, this is ridiculous, and we should not be talking through the government giving us a tax break on what Twitter is calling Swiss chalet.
And only 1 month.
50%.
I mean, it's going to kickstart the entire economy. The entire economy is going to be kickstarted by this.
How are they going to deal with like non-alcoholic drinks? How are they going to like? I love how they have to specify, except for those alcoholic drinks. I wonder if that's because it's regulated by the province, so they like have to do like some special shit with that. I don't know. I have no fucking clue. This is so stupid.
What the fuck is it? Like,
And it's the fact that it's Monday to Wednesday. Why? Maybe it's so they probably
Monday to
had in their
Wednesday.
head- they have probably had in their head that like dine-ins are more frequent on like Thursday to Sunday, so therefore,
yeah.
oh my god.
100%. This is them looking at like, and I know, you know what? I know where this came from. This is like the Chamber of Commerce, like red Tories who do things like Londonlicious every year, where it's like, and yes,
God.
those programs as the small business community are great because like they do usually Londonlicious happens when like restaurants aren't as busy in February or Winterlicious, and so that way like people go out in theory. But yeah, ridiculous, not a government policy.
Elron said that this reminds him of like university reimbursements, but with the government. And like, you know what it reminds? Did you ever? Wasn't it in high school they used to have like these like SPLCC cards or whatever? I can't even remember the acronym.
It's SPC.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
SPC through, and those cards were for Cineplex, and then if you had a Scotiabank card, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck? What kind of high schools were you guys going to?
Maybe they discontinued this
like-
program.
Yeah, it's the student something.
Price something, and like you could get
It was
like
like a
10%
free
off at
plan.
like it was almost like even nowadays you have like if you have like a CAA membership you could get like 10% off Harvey's. It was very similar to that. I feel like you had to sign up for it or some garbage, but it has that vibe to it. It's like all the programs feel like are these like not petty, but like weird consumerist tactics. Like come to our 10% off student discount at Sobeys this week or like whatever, you know.
And that's gonna fix capitalism, everyone.
Yeah, or fix all of our problems because it's gonna,
Yes.
you know. Meanwhile, I'm thinking
The economy's
like,
gonna be so fucking good after this Dine and Discover program.
it's also that it's being sold as that it's going to get people back in the restaurants, and it's like that's not going to get me back in the restaurants if it's like 50% off my meal or death.
Well, and I also
I
I was gonna say I also noticed some of the like conversations around this online became really fat phobic really quick too, which was really problematic in terms of like folks who are like, I would say liberals, like people basically being like, oh well, I can get my like greasy food now and like that I'm gonna need to go to the gym or like that type of thing, which is just like really not needed or necessary to have these conversations. Like we can talk about policy without shaming people for their choices.
Tim just said, I will accept going on a ventilator for a half price food.
Tim's got the right mindset for this. He's right.
But
I would die. I would die for this policy, I gotta say.
I agree, and that strikes me as a very liberal thing of like immediately going on to the like the conservatives are just want to eat and get fat or like whatever they're gonna pull. But
Did he say what month?
no, I think it's for a year or something. It's Monday.
No,
to
he said for a month. He said for 1 month.
for 1 month.
For 1 month.
1 month.
Monday to Wednesday. Yeah.
For 1 month. The other thing that I just picked up on right now is the dine-in aspect. Are they going to require businesses to make sure it specifies on the receipt that this meal was eaten while they sat in the restaurant? And what about if you do like a porch? Does that count?
No. You gotta eat indoors.
But then also, what's the difference?
If
like,
it's
if
it's a patio, no. The government's just gonna execute you. CRA is gonna get you.
I also want to know what's the point of like forcing people to dine in, because if you're spending money at the establishment, what's the unless I guess the difference is like this is to encourage the employment of waiting staff. I don't understand.
Okay, so we get tax-free December. We get 50% off meals and non-alcoholic drinks. January. What's February?
So
what's coming next? What? We are going to have monthly events. Like this is going to be a free-to-play video game type of thing. It's a country. Like
I want off this ride.
Your subscription service is paying taxes.
I quit.
I want to know what tax year it's going to be part of.
I don't know. I know nothing. This is what we got. I'm sure there's probably something on the website. I just I'm not going to move away from this and do any further research.
Oh my god! Like I want this policy so bad.
Well, you should lobby the NDP.
Yeah.
Try to get Durka to commit, or Shauna in your case.
I'm gonna call Shauna tomorrow. Be like, hey, am I getting half price food with you? Like, yeah, we get it. You're good on everything else.
I will be so disappointed.
Well, if we get everything the NDP wants to give us anyways, but then on top of it, 50% off meals Monday to Wednesday, I'm down. Why not?
That's like
Monday to Wednesday is the funniest part. Like, those poor fucking CRA agents that are gonna have to be going through people's tax receipts.
I know.
Looking at the calendar, being like, "Oh, is this a Monday or not?"
PSAC goes on strike because of this.
UFCW goes on strike because of this.
Robyn's right. It's not going to happen because he's not going to win.
No,
we got
but it does. Like, look at Buck a Beer. It was like a thing. Like, they'll do it. They'll pretend they did it. Worst case scenario, they make some big announcement outside of like Harvey's or Tim Hortons, and then like nothing will actually come from it. Or they'll be like, just kidding, here, everyone gets a $50 gift card, like they're doing in fucking Alberta with Jason Kenney and the vaccines. Like, it's not going to be, they won't make it complicated. They'll make it really simple so that rich people can take advantage of it and just get it and have no questions, because rich people don't want to work for their shit like that. They just want to be handed whatever credit it is.
Two Cars offered their plan, which is 100% off meals up to $20 once per person per week to stimulate businesses. Okay.
I can get behind that. Yeah, free food.
When I worked at the cafeteria at King's, part of the like job perks, because we were unionized, was like every night you got, or like every shift you got, I can't remember, it was $15 or $20 at the cafeteria to like buy your like lunch or dinner or meal or whatever. And that as a student, like that was the best job perk imaginable. Just like being able to fill your plate up with like $20 of cafeteria food. Like,
I would have loved to have been on that like bargaining session of like, we demand $20 worth of food.
Hello, my rebels. Hello, my rebels. I'm a good boy. I'm a weirdo.